YouTube.com.
No, we're not from West Newbury. No, we can't hip-hop like you. My client is the conqueror. I'm just Brock's advocating Jew. You gonna beat Brock's ass cause you the doctor of the thugs? I mean, you've beaten all the best, but now Lesnar's on your plate. You say your time is now. Brock says your calendar's out of date.
Wild Talk Radio presents to you the Monday Night Raw Post Show.
I have options on how I handle this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tweet about it until my fingers bleed. In that tweet, and however many characters I get, I am gonna threaten. That's right, if I don't get what I want, I'm gonna riot. And if that doesn't work, then by God, me and my friend Mark, we're gonna stop watching.
Featuring Sir Rockin.
Let me tell you something, you self-righteous little puke. I am an A+ player. I always have been, and I always will be.
And Lindsey Ward.
I have shattered glass ceilings. I have broken down doors. I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers.
Interact with us live and give us your thoughts on everything that happens on Monday Night Raw. Now step into the ring with us for the Raw Post Show.
Because we believe in doing what is best for all of you.
Because after all, what's best for all of you is what's best for business.
Behold the King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King in red as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, singing.
And welcome everybody to another edition of the Raw Post Show live right here on the Wild Talk Radio Network, presented as always by PW Mania and Wrestling Figure Wednesday. Go to youtube.com/MBG1211 for all your stop motion action figure wrestling needs. I think I screwed that one up. Anyway, I'm Sir Rockin, joined as always by Lindsey Ward. I believe I'm joined by Lindsey Ward.
It would help if Lindsey Ward took herself off mute.
It would be helpful if Lindsey Ward took herself off of mute, as I just see some sort of big-ass truck ride down the street, with flashing red lights. That's always good.
Can we just talk about Wyatt's?
So, there's a lot of things that happen on this show this evening. The show tonight was based around building Team John Cena and building Team Authority. John Cena out early talking about his team. He added Jack Swagger to his team. He had Dolph Ziggler to his team, which everyone sort of pretty much knew. And then he called out Ryback and wanted the big guy to be on the team. Well, he wanted the big guy, so the big guy came out. The big guy said he's back, and out came Hunter and Steph and Noble and Mercury and Seth Rollins and Kane, and they had Mark Henry. And the crowd wanted to know where their network was, and she said she knows. The crowd knows who they asked. Stephanie says she is thinking of using "God Save the Queen" as their entrance music. Hunter says everything's on the line at Survivor Series for the Authority. Hunter asked John if he thinks he's trying to scare people to join his team. John is right. He's putting the fear of God into all of them because, he's God. I thought Bray was God. I'm confused.
There can be more than one God.
Well, yeah, this is true. Everything is on the line for everybody. The stakes have been raised. That means the game has changed. Who has the guts to play in the game with all the chips on the table? Who has the guts to side with Team Cena knowing it's career suicide? It'll be the worst decision they can make. Who will join Team Authority? While they might lose the battle at the end of the day, the Authority always wins. Hunter says John has two guys on his team, Jack Swagger. And, well, he wants to know if Seth got one. And got that one. Does. And the other is Dolph Ziggler. He tells everyone they can cheer for him all they want. But Dolph Ziggler, the little tiny guy who more than likely won't make it to Survivor Series, because the fact is, and then Cena brought up how Bryan, he said the same thing about Daniel Bryan, and he beat Hunter at Mania. And, well, Hunter asked, where's Captain B+ now? He's sitting at home doing nothing. Yes! 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 Which was fantastic. I love Hunter like that. Sarcastic. Stephanie, Hunter asks where, tells Dolph he'll be facing the world's strongest man tonight. Stephanie tells John he's one of the most inspirational, motivational speakers she has ever seen but everything that John says is propaganda. Joining Team Authority is the best for business. Stephanie says, how many more main events would Ryback have if he joined the Authority? They make or break careers. Their careers on the line, so they're putting together the biggest and baddest team. They look at the big guy, Ryback. He has potential to be the biggest monster that WWE has ever seen. And Kane was like, you know what I'm doing? I'm standing right here. My name's Kane. I'm the big red machine. Remember me? The devil's favorite demon? He wasn't happy about that line.
No, Kane had issues with this.
Hunter asks, what do you get with the monster with an insatiable appetite? You give him more opportunities, more main events, more championships, more glory, more what you want. John says this is why you have two wankers. These two wankers should be out of the job. You make or break careers for your own survival. John says he doesn't care how many guys he has on his sides because he's doing it his way. Not like a sellout Shield, not like a sellout Stooge, or not even a sellout sexual chocolate. He reminds Ryback of the Authority's track record. You screw up and you're thrown away. John says that he wants Ryback to join his team for himself. Ryback says he's a big guy, he's not afraid of the Authority. But he does not see John Cena's name at the bottom of his paycheck, and then lays out John Cena with a spine buster. And Stephanie, come on, everybody, yes, and no one was joining along. They also mocked the "You Can't See Me," which was awesome too.
It was. Stephanie was money in this segment.
Really good opening segment. Went long, but it was good. Crowd was hot. Which is what you want.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want.
We had Seth Rollins versus Jack Swagger. Good match between the two. Seth Rollins picked up the victory with the curb stomp. There were points where it was like, oh my god, Swagger might win. But no, the curb stomp took out Jack Swagger. Then a second one. And basically, looks like we have a concussion for Mr. Swagger.
Yeah, so Swagger could be out.
He's been removed from Team Cena. So Dean Ambrose is back and says he's made a lot more enemies than friends. He has a rap sheet a mile long. You can tell him he's a calm sinner, but he does not apologize for any of that. You want to bring up skeletons? Dean says that he's fighting demons and ghosts in the ring that are scarier than Bray Wyatt. The Authority couldn't put him out of his miseries, and Bray Wyatt won't do that either. When he goes down, it'll be on his own. He says that he hopes there is a special place for both of them when they go down together.
This was so good. This gave me goosebumps because it's Dean being Dean, and that's really the best way you can describe it. Because underneath the crazy, underneath the unpredictability, there's a very, very, very dangerous individual. And the thing is when Dean is crazy, that's when he's probably the easiest to deal with. But it's when he's calm, when he's focused, and when he's just generally pissed off that you should be very, very, very worried about one Dean Ambrose, because he can be incredibly dangerous when he's going all crazy, but he can be twice as dangerous when he's focused. Mm-hmm. And I loved that he said, you know, I may not win, but if I don't win, he's coming with me. And we're going to hell together. Mm-hmm. I loved that. I thought that was so wonderfully said, and just, it was a great promo. I loved how you didn't have him looking at the camera either.
No.
He was looking off away from the camera, like almost he was talking to someone.
Yeah.
But it was very much a one-sided conversation. So I liked how they did it. I liked how they lit it. Just the whole thing, it was really well done, and it continues to kind of set the tone and the pace for this feud. And the fact that we're getting very dark very quickly in terms of Dean's past, and I'm curious to know what else we're going to learn about Dean's past, but if we're going to learn anything more about Bray's past.
I think at some point we will learn about Bray's past. I don't know if it'll be the first set, but I think as time goes on, Dean's going to try to outthink the crazy Bray Wyatt.
Possibly.
He's going to try to pull out, a trick out of his bag and mess with him. We've been backstage with Ryback and Kane. He says he's glad to have Ryback on this team. He says his match with Cena is the first chance to show his worth to the team. Kane says that Ryback has his problems with Cena in the past, so he will be ringside with Ryback. Ryback says he's got it. Kane says he has confidence is virtue, but you will need humility to be a successful cog in the team authority machine. He said he'll be out there to help Ryback win. He tells Ryback to follow the lead, and he will be victorious. Ryback tells Kane that when he wants his advice, he'll ask for it. As for the match with John Cena, he tells Kane to stay out of his way. Kane does not like the Ryback.
I'd like to point out Kane, I think, has actually beaten John Cena, whereas Ryback, I don't believe has. Just, saying.
We had Paige versus Alicia What do you want me to add?
Just pointing that out, sometimes you should listen to your elders because they're smarter and wiser and crazier than you are. Don't forget, Kane likes to set shit on fire. That includes people. Just, anyway, continue.
Saying. Paige and Alicia Fox had a solid match between the two. Paige with the super kick and the rampage for the win. Paige was over in her, home country. As she should be.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she was over. No question. And best of all, she
was what?
She won.
Oh yeah, she won. Yeah.
Although I was kind of curious because it's like I was sitting here and I was like, wait, they're fighting?
Mm-hmm. Remember, they broke up, remember?
Yeah, I was trying to remember when they broke up, and I guess I don't.
It was the night after Paige lost to AJ at Hell in a Cell. That's when they broke up. Officially.
Gotcha.
Rusev and Lana were walking backstage. Stephanie says that she has no doubts about his match last week. The celebration was set up by her husband. She asks Lana if Rusev is on Team Authority. Lana says, due to political reasons. Stephanie tells Lana there are no politics in WWE. Lana says they will think about it. Stephanie calls Lana a stuck-up Russian twit, and she tells her that she will scratch her back if Lana scratches hers. I love the interaction between Steph and Lana.
Yeah, this was great
because it could bite Steph in the ass in the long run.
Oh, everything's going to bite Steph in the ass in the long run. That's the beauty of this whole thing. But it's basically they have the power now, and they're going to abuse it as much as they possibly can. And it's like, technically, she's the boss. She doesn't have to take this crap from Lana. And Lana going, well, politics. And it's like, no, don't give me that crap. Mm-hmm. It's yes or no. It's really that simple. And if you need more time to consider, you need more time to consider. But it's, don't give me some BS answer. But yeah, somebody's Team Authority is going to potentially fall apart, but I still see them figuring out a way to win.
I'm with you on that one. After the break, we're backstage, and we're watching the segment from last week. Hunter and Steph are watching it. They're not happy. Hunter says that when he asked their dad about it, he said he likes surprises. And, Stephanie says she has to fight for something to believe in. Stephanie talks about the test she has been given by her father. Hunter wonders why he's trying to divide them. Hunter says that if Vince wants to put the challenge on the table, Cena has no chance. He will crush this challenge and they will fight. They will win, like they always do. Stephanie says, what if? Hunter says he can't even think that like that, and tells Seth not to go there. As long as they have each other, everything will be fine.
All you have to do is believe.
This is where they need a Bo Dallas to just, fly Bo into the Raw next week. Let him tell them to believe. He needs to give Team Authority the inspirational speech to get them over the hump.
They do. They seriously do. Just have him be the cheerleader / motivational speaker / whatever. It's like he can limp around on a bad foot. Just don't have him walk. Just don't have him stand there.
Just have him see the courage of me with these crutches, and I'm an injured man. See what I'm able to do. Look what you guys can do at Survivor Series. All you gotta do is believe.
And then Mark Henry kills him.
Yeah. We have the Rusev celebration. Lana tells everyone Rusev is your U.S. champion. How ironic. This is why he wears the title as a reminder of Mother Russia's support over the U.S. Speaking of superiority, if it wasn't for Russia's support for your British military, you would all be speaking German. A Russian representative says that the Kremlin is overjoyed by your success in the United States and the United Kingdom. President Putin couldn't be more proud. President Putin is a proud example that Rusev is providing. Rusev tells everyone to rise for the national anthem of Russia. Sheamus interrupts the performance, and then we go to the match: Sheamus versus Rusev.
Sheamus is literally a bull in a china shop.
Mm-hmm. These two guys went for a very long time.
Yeah, they did.
And you could tell by minute 15, they were done. You could look if you looked how sweaty Sheamus was. Yeah.
Yeah, Sheamus. These guys were spit by the end. Mm-hmm. They seriously were.
Mm-hmm. Rusev ends up winning by countout as well. The Stooges came out, the Cruiserweights, and got Sheamus counted out. So, good stuff. So that means Steph just scratched Lana's back, which means we come back from break.
Yep, Lana's got to scratch hers.
Stephanie applauds Rusev's victory, and she asks Rusev if he will join Team Authority. Rusev nods, and Lana says they will join. Lana says that Putin is very happy, but Stephanie interrupts and says she doesn't give a damn what Putin says. It's all about the Authority. Stephanie says together they will crush Team Cena. I love stuff in this segment.
Yeah. She gets her way, and she's happy.
Seth Rollins stops by to talk to Ryback, welcomes him aboard. He reassures that just like Rusev, you made the right call. This is huge. The WWE, as we know, it is on the line. Seth says is honored as captain to lead the team to victory over Team Cena. Seth reminds Ryback of their differences in the past. They need to put it behind them and focus on the team. Seth tells Ryback he agrees with him, but that he does not have to take orders from Kane. He can take them from Seth. Ryback says he has a game plan that's simple. He finds his target and destroys it. John Cena will learn tonight. Ryback tells Seth, it's not the big man, it's the big guy.
I'm so over Ryback by this point.
Fernando and Diego Los Matadores with El Torero took on The Miz and Damien Mizdow with Hornswoggle Miz?
Miz Swoggle?
Miz Swoggle? I don't know.
I love Mizdow. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Mizdow. I think they're awesome, but I am so sick of Hornswoggle versus the Bull. I really am. I get you have Torito. I get you have Hornswoggle. They definitely deserve to be used. But it's are we really going to see them go for the billionth time at this point? Just sticking Hornswoggle with random tag teams to face off against Los Matadores, because literally Los Matadores cannot have a match without Torito being involved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I'm really kind of burnt out on it. It's if you want to have the Matadors have a match, fine. Have the Bull go back to being a whatever he was.
The mascot, the manager, whatever.
Yeah, the mascot, the manager, the valet, whatever you want to term him. Have him go back to being that for a little while and just have the Matadores be serious, have them wrestling on their own without the Bull getting involved. It's just, and not to take anything away from him because he's a fantastic wrestler, but it's just like they only have one other little person that can work with him, and that's Hornswoggle. And it's like anytime the Matadores are going up against somebody, it's like, oh, Hornswoggle's getting involved. You know he is. Because the Bull and he are the only two that have to feud with each other, and it's just like, I'm done. I'm over it. I've seen them go 100 times at this point. Just let it be.
And they're like Mizdow is over, so they're taking something popular and they're making WWE. They're putting the WWE stamp on it. Mizdow organically grew, and now because people are into it, they are starting to try to water it down by having the Usos mock Mizdow, and now they're having Mini Miz. And yeah, I was not a fan of Mini Miz. It was just pointless.
I was just I'm over, Hornswoggle like this. It's like, find something else to do with it. Mm-hmm. I know Hornswoggle can wrestle. I know he can. And I'd actually like to see Hornswoggle wrestle, and whether you bring in other little people, which would actually be kind of cool to see, or you have him wrestle full-size people like you did in the past, because he has wrestled full-size workers in the past. That would be cool to see. It's something of, figure out another thing to do with him.
Just do backstage comedy skits for now. I don't need to see him. I'm over it. Miz and Damien Mizdow won. When Mizdow held down Diego's foot. We had Dolph Ziggler in the back, and John Cena stops by to talk. Ziggler mentions that it is now Team Authority versus the two of them after what happened to Swagger. John says the odds are against them. Cena tells Ziggler to think about his career, so if he wants to jump ship, he can do it. Ziggler says he won't jump ship because of everything the Authority has done. They are on the same page. The Authority has done everything to make sure he doesn't make it to Survivor Series. He has John's back. Cena tells Dolph he will be ringside with him, and if anything happens, he will swing until he cannot swing no more. Hunter comes in and says he admires them watching each other's backsides, but they will have to do it from a distance because Mark Henry deserves a fair match. Cena's banned from ringside. He says that is a shame what happened to Swagger, but that is business. Hunter then starts singing. Another one bites the dust.
Oh, Hunter, you lovable asshole, you.
Mm-hmm.
I love heel Hunter. He's so amazing.
So Dolph Ziggler's on his way to the ring, and then something happened.
What happened?
Eyes. Scary Luke Harper eyes showed up.
I don't know. I think they're kind of nice.
Didn't they scare you?
They did scare me, actually, yeah. I was sitting here messing around on the computer and the screen changed, and I looked up and I'm staring at Luke Harper's eyes, and I'm like, ah!
He says,
and then it's like you look at him and it's like, oh, he has nice eyes.
He says that everything is shattered. He sees things that just ain't there. He sees you there, boy, and he will piece himself together with pieces of you. Dolph was confused.
Everybody, I don't think Dolph was confused more as what?
So we have Ziggler versus Mark Henry. Wasn't much of a match. Ziggler wins by disqualification. Henry hit him with the chair, then brought the steps in, and he basically threw around the steps a little bit until Big Show makes the save. Henry went to hit Big Show with the steps. Show just pushes them aside, throws them at Henry. Mark gets out of the way, so that's what happens there.
Solid. Mm-hmm. We'll go with that.
Yeah. A New Day video showed up, and it's not the Xavier Woods one. It was Kofi Kingston.
Oh my God.
He says that there will be another. They will shine brighter than any diamond. He says it's all about the New Day. So that's 2.
I need to see Big E. I so need to see Big E doing this.
And that's coming next week. It will, in fact, be a new day. Big Show and Dolph are talking. John Cena shows up. John thanks Show and welcomes him to aboard his team. John says that he needs to find 2 guys crazy enough to join them. Sheamus says that they only need 1 more because he's on board. So we now have Cena. We have Ziggler, Big Show, and Sheamus for Team Cena.
Shaping up.
Shaping up pretty well. AJ Lee versus Brie Bella with Nikki Bella in her corner. Apparently, Brie was a butler for Nikki. That's what happened.
Yeah, I got nothing.
AJ beat Brie with the Black Widow. Solid match.
Very solid match.
After the match, Nikki attacked AJ, hit the rack attack on AJ.
It's heating up.
Mm-hmm. Ryback, and it's official, AJ versus Nikki at Survivor Series for the title. Ryback is still warming up. Takes a while for the big guy to warm up. Mark Henry welcomes to his team. He says that Ryback doesn't look too big, and he reminds him about whipping his ass at WrestleMania. Mark says that he is just playing, and they will, that's all that happened. Yeah. You all remember what happened? Everyone remember what happened in Ryback's career? Mark Henry beat him at WrestleMania.
Can we please not have any more Ryback-centric Raws, please? Please.
Adam Rose versus Tyson Kidd.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The match was fine. Tyson Kidd wins with the sharpshooters. The bunny goes to the top rope. Rose tells them to get down. He yells at the bunny. Sharpshooter. Bing, bam, boom. Okay. That wasn't the story.
Yeah, we need to talk about what happened outside of this match.
So the bunny's there, and all the rosebuds are there, and this wandering big fellow walks down with a big red beard and a mask, and just starts wandering. And brand new jumpsuit, it's black with the Wyatt family logo on it. Got all fancy. He's wandering around, just wandering. He gets to the announce table, lifts up the mask, and goes, "She's not here." Puts down the mask, walks through the crowd. Wanders off. One, Erick Rowan needs a home.
That child is so lost. Oh my God. Somebody please adopt Erick Rowan and give him a home. Hell, I will adopt Erick Rowan and give him a good home because that child, oh my God, he needs a home. He's lost. He's so lost without Bray and Luke. He doesn't know what to do. And so it's like, what is he doing? He's wandering around looking for someone, looking for her, which has sparked quite the internet debate in terms of, was he looking for Natty? Or was he looking for Renee?
Because Natty was Tyson Kidd, so he could have been looking for Natty, but he thinks Renee Young is pretty. And, in some sense that, Dean and Renee are together, and, Bray and Eric are family, so he may be looking after Renee for things, for reasons.
It could be.
Or it's just very coincidental. Or who is she? Is it Natty? Is it Renee? Is it somebody else?
Does he just have a penchant for blondes? I guess we'll have to figure it out.
So Erick Rowan has a type, blonde women. Okay.
But yeah, Eric is stalking Renee Young at this point. That's what I'm convinced of, and I kind of can't wait to see this. As horrible as that sounds, I really kind of can't wait to see this, because I want to see if I'm proved right on a couple things. In terms of thinking about his personality and seeing him and thinking how he would be with a woman. Because out of the three, he would be the most awkward girl. He really would be.
Yeah, he would be. So Team Authority's backstage in the office talks amongst themselves. Hunter wants to know where Ryback is. Kane says they're all concerned that Ryback isn't a team player. When Ryback enters, Ryback wants to know if they're talking behind his back. Hunter says it's not about being a team player or Team Authority. Ryback's match is about him. Hunter wants Ryback to do what's best for everybody. What he does better than anyone. Destroy, maim, or do whatever you need to do to John Cena. Hunter says Team Cena is banned from ringside. Stephanie says everyone needs to be on the same page as Survivor Series. She feels like she's talking to a bunch of kindergartners. It's all about their careers, lives, and their families if they do not win at Survivor Series.
Solid.
Solid stuff all around. Steph has been good.
Yeah, Steph has been really good.
Then we have Mr. Bray Wyatt.
Yes.
Society tells us we are all imperfect in our own special ways. In society, part of this tall tale, we fit into the norms that we are assigned. When it comes to Dean Ambrose, some would rather spit than throw a dollar at him. He walks that way as well. Dean admits his sins, and he is a sinner. Dean's daddy was a rotten sinner, and this is where Dean learned it from. That is where you are taught at school. You are to be forgiven for your sins, but that is a lie. That is not going back for you. There's no going back for you. Bray says the only way for Dean is his way. He tells Dean to believe him because he's never seen real evil. Bray says that he has sinned. If God, monsters, and devils were put on this earth, oceans were placed between them and him. He tells Dean to walk the path of righteousness with him, or he can perish.
Great promo. Again, what I said for Dean, also I say for Bray, in the sense that the calmer Bray gets, the more dangerous Bray gets.
And you know Bray was feeling it. He went through many voices.
Yeah, he did. He was feeling it. He was going through the voices. This wasn't just another go through the motions promo. This was very good, very well done. I can't wait for more. I seriously can't wait for more. And the fact that they announced the match for Survivor Series, holla!
Main event time, Ryback and Cena. It was a match.
It was a match. It was there. Just get to the part after the match.
First, Kane. Kane was Kane.
Oh my god, Kane.
Kane was very frustrated in this match. Like he was.
Kane does not like Ryback.
He was trying to get Ryback to do things. Ryback wouldn't do things, and Kane was very frustrated and angry, and just he eventually had enough. Started attacking John Cena. They got up in the face of Ryback. He took off the jacket, pulled off the tie. Seth was trying to calm him down. Not to be. Everyone started to fight. Ryback got tossed to the outside. Everyone starts being on Cena. Sheamus comes down. Big Show comes down. They all get taken out. Ryback comes in, clears house. So maybe Ryback's now with Team Cena after all.
Maybe.
But I said Sheamus came out. Big Show came out. But someone was missing.
A certain Dolph Ziggler.
Hunter and Steph are watching on the monitor. They were not pleased. Then into their office flew Dolph Ziggler. The camera pans.
They look horrified.
I'm a team player. Luke Harper. In his spiffy new vest.
Shirt, sleeveless shirt thing, whatever. Yeah, anyway, Luke Harper comes rolling up, brings Steph and Hunter the carcass of Dolph Ziggler, like a cat brings its owner a prize. It's like, I want in, here's a body. Like, I could just picture him doing that to Bray all the freaking time. Mm-hmm. Like, Bray gets mad at him, Luke brings him a body. Like, I'm sorry? It's just, it was a great way to introduce him.
Yeah, and it wasn't done in front of the live crowd.
No, it wasn't. That's the thing. It wasn't done in front of the live crowd. It was a surprise, and the fact that you had... And Stephanie and Hunter's reaction to it was fantastic, because Steph was like, okay, let's give this a shot.
He seems like a monster we can trust.
It's like he's got a good track record with Bray, and well, I'm still not 100% that, convinced that Bray Wyatt isn't associated with the Authority in some fashion, so why not trust Luke? He never betrayed Bray, he always followed instructions, so why not?
That's a very good point. But yeah, that was a fun ending of Raw to Raw.
I would agree with that.
It's like, this Raw was just alright. I was watching football a lot. Lindsay was getting updates from me watching football. So then I was going on, and then it was like, oh, this last hour, Erick Rowan, and then I was like, oh, there's the Bray thing no one talked about in the spoilers. So I don't think that aired live either.
Mm-mm.
And neither did Luke.
I think they have to save some surprises because they knew that...
Since they were teasing like every other thing that happened, yeah.
Yeah, they were saving some things and they were holding some things back for people who were going to see it here in the States and everywhere else, where it's, oh, well, you missed this, you're going to have to watch Raw to see it, kind of deal. And the fact that when we were reading the spoilers and there was no Bray, it was like, okay, well, that's weird. But they wouldn't have Bray on.
But we knew why, because he was technically wrestling in a house show at that time.
Yeah, he was booked elsewhere, so he wasn't going to be there live, but it's like the fact that they at least did a pre-tape with him was good. Yeah,
they did a pre-tape with Dean, they did a pre-tape with Brian, got them into the show and advanced that story, and they're going to be a big part of SmackDown. The Authority's going to be on SmackDown as well. They're going to be on the highlight reel with Chris Jericho for one night only return to SmackDown. Not wrestling on the show, but he will be on the highlight reel. So it should be fun SmackDown.
It should be.
But I think that'll do it for the Raw Post Show live right here on the Wild Talk Radio Network. You can join us every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, right after Monday Night Raw. Thursday night, though, at 10 p.m. Eastern, it's The Rack.
That's right. Tune in for your favorite Thursday night show. I don't know. We've got news, we've got notes, we've got discussions, we've got NXT, and so much more, so you don't want to miss it. No interview this week, sorry guys, but you can go back and listen to our interview with the fabulous Kane,
which is available at youtube.com/WTR The Rack or rackradioshow.com or wildtalkradio.com.
By the way, Tommy, if you're listening, I'm so sorry on the delay on the giveaway book. It did ship today, so it should be here hopefully this week, and I'll get that to you just as soon as I have it. So it is on its way to me now.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay.
The book is very popular, and so he's had a hard time getting his hands on them, so sorry.
At WTR the _ Rack and Facebook.com/WTR The Rack. Saturday night, check out The Rack Extra Total Divas Season 3, Episode 9 and 10. Both are out right now on Rack Radio Show and WildTalkRadio.com. Saturday night, midnight-ish at CB Radio, The Weird, The Wacky, The Unusual. Follow the show on Twitter at CB Radio WTR, Facebook.com/CigaretteButtsAndBananas. Use the hashtag BlameRob. And check out CBRadioLive.com. Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, it's Wrestle Talk Radio with Tim Stein, Mace, and Omega. Follow that show. It'll be their Survivor Series pick'em and preview. At WTR Sunday night and Facebook.com/Wrestle Talk Radio. And as always, we'll be back next Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, live across the airwaves of the Wild Talk Radio Network. Follow me on Twitter at Wild Talk Radio and Facebook.com/Wild Talk Radio Network.
You can follow me on Twitter at Linsward, LANSWRD, and go to my website, SacredWordDesigns.com. Check that out. If you like my artwork, if you'd like to view my artwork, it is available for your viewing pleasure at behance.net/Linsward, same as the Twitter, and also check out The Rack Extra, and anything else that I do on this network.
Thanks to PW Mania and YouTube.com/MBG1211, Wrestling Figure Wednesdays, for your stop motion wrestling action figure needs. For Lindsay, I'm Rock. We'll see you Thursday night for The Rack and right back here along the airways of the Wild Talk Radio Network. Only on WildTalkRadio.com.